First and foremost, it's too early, late in the morning for me to be doing all that. Listen, I'm supposed to be in the bed sleep, but you know what they say: the early bird gets the worm. So, without further ado, y'all clap that thing. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Before we begin, like, share, subscribe. If you like, leave a comment. If you don't like, leave a constructive comment. Why? Because if you know me, growing, sharing is caring. We're trying to do big things around here. Y'all saw the title? Black Panther 2 being canceled in France. Now I'm just gonna go ahead. You know, like I said, I'm like the people from back in the day. I believe in just reporting the news. Y'all take from it what you will. I'm not gonna, well, y'all already know how I feel about Black Panther 2. But this is the news. It is coming from several sources. This is coming from, and I make sure I put all the links in the comment section. That sounds better than I did last video. It's coming from the direct. It's coming from what's on Disney Plus. It's coming from Epic Stream. It's coming from comicbook.com. It's coming from Reddit. And essentially, we're going to go ahead and go with the what Disney Plus. Wakanda Forever may skip cinemas for Disney Plus in France. And the reason for this, I want to make sure I go ahead and read this. Let me go ahead and close this out. It does take cookies. Earlier this year, Disney announced its next animated film, Strange World, would be skipping a theatrical release in France and heading straight to Disney+. This is happening because earlier this year, the French authorities introduced new rules for new films being released in France, which has protective laws in place to protect French TV and streaming platforms. French TV come first, in essence, what they're saying. The new rules in place in France mean that any new theatrical release in France is required to have a 4-month theatrical exclusive before being available to purchase. Then at 6 months, they are available on Canal Plus. 17 months after its initial release, a film can be released on Disney Plus for 5 months being removed. Essentially, long story short, if they release Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever, if they release it, instead of just putting it straight to streaming, they release it in the movie theaters, they're going to have to wait. That is long. My wife says she got growing hands. That's what my wife says. She said she got growing hands. If they put this movie in the theaters in France, they're going to have to wait 17 months before they release it on Disney Plus. Disney is in the long money, not the short money. What does that mean? Well, China is off the table. We've already talked about that. And we need to remember that Black Panther made $1.3 billion opening weekend. China off the table, that's a problem. They're not, if they don't release this movie in France, and it's sounding like that's what they're going to go with because they will make more money with the streaming. So if they do not release this movie in France, it's not going to do what it did the last time it was released on a weekend. And that doesn't take into consideration things that I've just spoken on my particular channel. No one's going to want to go see a movie multiple times where they wind up crying. I know some people are going to be saying, well, we cried, I shed tears when I went to go see Endgame. That was at the end. The very damn end. And let's be clear. You cried because of the passing of the character. You didn't cry because Robert Downey Jr. passed away. Let me knock on some wood here because I'm not trying to do that. But you're going to this movie to mourn the passing of Chadwick Boseman. And somebody asked me how I felt about the video, the comment, the statements that Letitia Wright made in regards to Chadwick Boseman. I'll drop a video on that tomorrow morning in regards to how I feel about that. But in regards to the movie in and of itself, the amount of money that it made, if China's off the table, and it's not if, China is off the table, truth be told, they kind of feel some type of way about people look like me anyway. Let's be clear. T'Challa had to be in full costume on the movie promos that were in the theaters. That said, China's off the table. You look at France, Disney doesn't want to wait 17 months to release Black Panther on Disney Plus because that would be costing them money. They don't want to do that. Then you have the people that aren't going to go see the movie. Then you have the people that aren't going to see the movie multiple times, right? And then it makes you wonder. Let's sit back and just peel that part back. Let's unpack that. Because now I'm finna talk to us now. So think about that statement in and of itself. See, this is business. See, somebody been telling y'all, somebody pulled the wool over y'all head, and somebody said Plymouth Rock, we didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. See, this is business. See, that's a business decision that's being made. And it's been business. It's been business since May 16, 2018. Ooh, y'all like, Theo, you keep going back. Yeah. See, this been about business since then. This is a business decision. I want you to think about that for a second. All the sentimental, all the emotion. See, people consider stuff. And you be like, Theo, they're not going to do that. Theo, they'll change their mind. But the fact that you even consider it, though. See, this is supposed to be, this movie ain't supposed to be about money. This movie ain't supposed to be about business. This movie is supposed to be about honoring Chadwick Boseman. Ain't that what we said? Ain't that the talk of the town? This movie is supposed to be honoring Chadwick Boseman. So if it's about honoring Chadwick Boseman, damn the losses we gonna take in France, right? Because that's what this is about. This is about Chadwick Boseman, right? Honoring Chadwick Boseman. We got his mural all up there in the movie and everything like that right there. We got some secret sayings on the podiums and everything like that, paying homage to Chadwick Boseman, right? Not to T'Challa, but to Chadwick Boseman, right? See, if it was about emotion, they'd go ahead and release the movie. If it was about feelings, about paying homage to the dude, go ahead and release the movie, right? No, it's about business. It's about business. So the brothers and sisters over in France that would have loved to have seen this movie opening day weekend, guess what they got to do? They got to wait. The brothers and sisters that say they love Chadwick Boseman. And not just the brothers and sisters, because we need to know Chadwick Boseman was beloved by all, right? So those over in France that want to see this movie on opening day weekend so that they can get dressed up in all they white, right? Go to the movie theater and mourn Chadwick Boseman. They can't do it. So if you're an American, right, you know where you need to be? On December 11th, you need to be right over here in the good old continental United States of America. If you want to mourn Chadwick Boseman on December 11th, because you're not going to be able to go do it in France. Because it's a business decision. It's always been a business decision. I don't know who fooled you. I don't know who had you hoodwinked and bamboozled and told you that this was about Chad. Oh, never mind. Need I remind you that Mrs. Boseman, when she received the Golden Globe on behalf of her late beloved husband, she mentioned his friends on the cast and crew. She mentioned them by name. She didn't mention anybody that you thought she mentioned. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Listen, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me and everything like that. Y'all go ahead and get y'all some sleep. If y'all over there on the West Coast and everything like that, y'all make sure y'all click, like, share, subscribe. Come on. Rock with me, nation. One nation under a groove. Come on, now sing with me. Getting down just for the funk of it. Come on, yeah, man, y'all sing that thing, man. Parliament Funkadelic. Shout out to George Clinton and everything like that. I really do feel that. And I really do want, at some point in time, sooner than later, especially if you're reading X-Men versus, Avengers versus X-Men versus the Celestials versus the Eternals. It's way past time we became one nation. undergrew. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace.